Hey everybody, this is Erica from the Classy Climb blog. You can reach me at Erica S. Williams on Twitter. Today's part 2 of student loan payoff, fast versus slow. In the first part of the video, I talked about paying off your student loans fast by working multiple jobs, by living with your parents, by having roommates, by chucking as much monthly income towards that as possible, which is still frustrating because you're still going to need to save. You're still going to need to contribute to your work's 401k, among other things, cell phone bills. Also, part 2, slow. If we want to pay off our student loans slow, the best route to go to, because you cannot guarantee that you'll work at the same job or have a job 5 years from now in this economy, is the best thing you need to do is you need to zero debt everywhere else. Sorry, no new cars, no new phones, very little limited clothing budget a year, almost prepaid phone accounts. Pretty much, like, you got to get down to bare bones. If you're gonna stretch this thing out, in order for you to stretch out $400 a month for 10 years for some people who are in the $40,000 range or more, yeah, that's a big chunk. $400 could go to all kinds of things in your life. So my best recommendations for folks is, get the paid off car going. No new cars right after college. Sorry. If you don't need a new iPhone. Sorry. Use your iPhone to about break down. Okay. The parent living with your parents and living with the roommates the first 3 to 4 years will save you a ton of money on that side, and you could get debt free in all the other categories almost. So that should be your goal. For you, you're still gonna have to do the roommate thing. You're still gonna have to do the maybe live with your parents thing. You want to get other parts of your life so completely paid down. I mean, get your car to where you're just paying liability insurance and maintenance. You want to get your phone to, you can pretty much go get you can get my phone here. I got this phone for it's HTC, amazing phone for $60 at Best Buy with a monthly payment plan. And guess what? I write off my taxes because I have a home-based business. So anyway, you just got to find a way that $400 coming out of your check every month is just not as important. So for some people who only make $3,000 a month, some teachers, some firefighters, those things like that, that's really tough. Look around in your state and see if they have forgiveness loans for you working in certain areas, especially at teachers. I know if you work in some low income areas, there can be state forgiveness on your student loans. I know in North Carolina they do that. South Carolina does it too still, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know so much about Texas. I'd have to look it up, but I know every state has unique little plans for you. Also, I would be looking at lowering my taxes as much as possible. I would go get a home-based business. You can take losses for the first 3 to 5 years. Again, I'm not an accountant or CPA or a tax person, so check with your CPA for this information, of course. But you can take losses for the first couple of years, and that would get you back your taxes, what you spend in gas, what you spend on your phone bill, what you spend on supplies and moving in your job and things like that, for that business. So that's the plan if you want to go slow. No one wants $400 a month for 10 years hanging over their head. I don't even know how people buy pickup trucks in Texas with $500 to $700 monthly payments hanging over their head for 6 years. It's ridiculous. I mean, to some degree, you're going to have to pay either way. But hopefully you're using those payments in a smart way. You can't, student loans are the one thing you can't get from under. You can't really write much tax off for. You're only getting $2,000 back for a year in your taxes. So the goal there is, if you're going to do the long term, is you have to find a way to make everything else in your budget so low that it doesn't matter. And so again, this is Erica from the Classy Climb blog, talking about fast versus slow, the long route, and what you need to do to be able to spread that out over 10 years. And again, you can reach me at Erica S. Williams on Twitter or Classy Climb blog. All right, thank you guys.